Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be obviously continuing with our climbing series. Unfortunately, we did get one loss yesterday on Kindred in the jungle. I think, looking back at that game, I had a little recap and just tried to see what necessarily was the reason why we ended up falling off. As you can see, we're about a level behind some cases here too, obviously just due to team fights in the late game, but I think it's mainly because we went against sort of general knowledge or just general code that you should sort of follow while climbing, just due to the fact it was very late at that time. It was like 2-3 a.m. in the morning when we were filming, so I don't think I was quite there in terms of just my focus. So we did end up spending a lot of time in the bot lane, which was a losing lane. You can see that we obviously got them, a decent sort of KD compared to what it would have been. But the issue being there was obviously we had their bot lane being the main proprietor carrying their team. Along with then, everyone else doing fairly decently. They just had the better team in general. So I think the majority of the time we should have just been farming up, going for a lot more, focus on our gold, which in this game we saw a lot of free kill potential, especially from the start where we had like a, level 1 kill on Pike or whatever, level 2 after just grabbing, our red buff. So from that point we sort of just lost our focus, and that's the sort of small things that you want to try and avoid, guys, while climbing yourselves. We'll try to get back into basics today. That being said, we didn't have a big sleep after, a long night, but regardless, we'll get into the next games here. We'll try to focus, on our gold income a little bit more, obviously, just due to the fact that the, final game with Kindred was just, due to no income there, like we were just literally just, pretty much putting ourselves behind at that point in time, not focusing our jungle camps, not focusing guaranteeing gold. We just kept going for kills. Ended up dying here, there, etc, and ended up, giving the other jungler / mid and top on their team enough time to sort of farm up and, get a healthy, lead, you could say. In terms of itemization and just overall XP lead. And either way, the bot lane was going to be, winning regardless. So I think that's the one key focus, guys, that you want to try to sort of avoid as well. It's not in the fundamentals per se, but you should definitely add it in there. If I had to break it down for like a 5-step sort of, or a 5 key things to focus on, to climb, one would be your gold, your income, so aka farming. Your second most important would be map vision or map control, whichever you want to use there. You could use either or. That's just obviously having vision or having control in terms of presence on the map. If you have, multiple people, mid and jungle sort of, collapsing onto, dragon to help out, rather than just letting your, jungler try and do his own thing and solo a dragon, because again, that could lead to a collapse from the enemy team, could end up, in a 50-50 1v1. Just sort of, when you've got time, push your lanes, make sure that you're going to rotate 2 objectives and help out. And that sort of falls into 3. After your map pressure would be your objectives. Make sure that you're focusing your objectives pretty much all the time. And what I include in my term objectives is also towers. So that could be a little bit more, of a gray area here. But for instance, if you've got dragon up, it's first drag of the game or something like this, they all want to rotate for it. You got 3 plates. Definitely focus on grabbing the first 1 or 2 plates, whatever you can do, and then rotate. If they haven't initiated, you have vision, so on and so forth. Then, focus plates, focus towers first, then rotate in, because it's a lot easier to come in on the back end of a fight or a back end of objective, sorry, and try to either steal it away or pressure them off it once they've already wasted their abilities and are low. So it's going to give you a little bit more freedom in that regard. I might get rid of Ramus. But yeah, we'll get into it as we play. It's a little bit difficult to explain. Yeah, this is obviously first game of the day. We're into a Zac, so this is something. The thing is, it could be a Zac top. I realistically don't want to be picking on the swap with support. Lower elos, they may not swap. They may not realize the priority. We're just gonna wait and have a little look here and see. It could still possibly be a Zac top. Okay, and now it should be a Zac jungle after all. Looking at their team, we're gonna need someone, you know, fairly mobile, or you know, someone who's got some sort of sustain. So we're gonna go with Ekko.
It's not how much time you have.
Due to the fact that obviously I just want to be able to get in and out. Obviously I have my ult there available if necessary. They're just going for straight up tank builds here. It might even be Zac support. There you go. Could be a possibility, but most likely jungle. I don't know who's going in support. Maybe Malphite. See what's going to happen. Regardless, we'll play this one out. I'm not going to dodge it. I feel like our team's, you know, got enough damage. Enough sustain with, you know, Garen frontlining and Swain being out of frontline. We should be alright. Especially if we focus our gold and focus on those key fundamentals that we'll try and go over. Obviously, in this game, we'll try to give you a breakdown of what we want to be focusing. Just so you can implement it into your games. We are still, by the looks of it, going into, you know, bronze, iron players, or at least here, all new players. No one's actually officially ranked, so could potentially be a bunch of Smurfs. We shall see. Previous ranks, though, are saying otherwise. What have we got? Iron, silver, bronze. So, yeah. Shouldn't be anything out of the ordinary. Obviously, people can buy accounts, but we'll see what the go is. Now, main thing, we're just going to try and focus gold. I don't think we're going to be able to do heaps of damage until mid-game anyway, but they're just going to be building super tanky regardless. So we'll see what happens here. It is currently a bruiser / tank meta, so hopefully we are still able to deal a significant amount of damage. And main two, you know, players we want to focus on shutting down in late game are just obviously Ziggs and the Yaz. Everyone else should be, you know,
Time to start some trouble.
secondary at this point. You don't want to focus tanks, guys. That's you know, a pretty simple common sense thing, but a lot of people in lower elos, I do notice, spend so much time chasing after, you know, you know, a Renekton or a Zac or even a Malphite, like something like this. Whatever is, you know, tanky type bruiser on the enemy team, who's obviously walking up first, asking to sort of, you know, take the aggro. They'll actually just engage and start throwing out all their abilities onto them instead of just waiting, trying to get an angle to, you know, get onto the back line. Sometimes you can't in certain situations just due to team matchups, but again, nothing
Minions have spawned.
Nothing too crazy going on this game. I'm just gonna farm. Obviously avoid focusing tanks. Try to get, you know, the most amount of gold we possibly can. Hopefully no one's collapsing on us, because, you know, Renekton with his W can stun. Obviously, we got Yaz in the bot lane, Ziggs in mid. That's gonna be, you know, a potential camp lane for us, where we're just gonna farm up best we can. and just try to rotate and get Ari super far ahead. The issue being in lower elos, guys, when you do play jungle is you can't really guarantee that, you know, your ganks and all the time you spend, you know, pressuring a certain lane are going to pay off. Because at the end of the day, either your mid lane is better or they're not. And vice versa for, you know, top, doesn't matter, your bot lane's better or they're not. Top's better or they're not. So you don't realistically want to spend too much time in certain, you know, lane, which we made the mistake of obviously in bot lane, coming from, you know, high diamond, emerald games where, you know, we're still playing as an emerald diamond player mindset. You can sort of fall into the trap of, alright, let's get my bot ahead, but oh my god, okay, wait, I forgot these guys are iron. I keep leaving that out, you know, in the back of my head, and I'm, you know, not thinking about it, but it's there. And you end up obviously wasting a lot of time where you could have got, you know, a bunch of camps, so on and so forth, got yourself ahead, because that's realistically what we want to focus. Try and get an early gank off here. Are we going to be able to do much here? Probably not. Whatever. So Swain picks up a double, that's good. Wasn't the greatest engage there from the angle that we came in from, but like, I mean, got a bit of damage off. There goes Zach. So what I'm gonna do is rotate over. Obviously I would suggest, guys, farming up and just clearing whatever camps. I just want to make sure we're keeping this Zach away. We can potentially stun him. We got vision, obviously. I'm gonna be obviously trying to stop him from farming. We've already cleared his side of the jungle, so he's already behind in that regard. You can see 16 to 20 in terms of the CS. We're on currently 20. We're gonna be up to like 24 almost at this point. And guys, when you're in situations like this, obviously just farm up yourself. I don't know your skill level, obviously, whoever's watching this, you might be a lot, you know, mechanically inclined to, you know, sort of avoid fights where your mechanical skills just aren't on the same level as someone of, you know, my caliber who's constantly playing in emerald slash getting up into diamond. You might have, you know, even gold 1 mechanics, but you're stuck in bronze. So I mean, you're gonna have to just justify, you know, engages by, you know, I would say limit testing. That's what we'd call it in high elo or just in general in league. You want to limit test, see how good you are in certain situations. If you know your limits and you know what you're capable of, then by all means, you know, make the plays that you think you're going to be able to make. Obviously we lose out both scuttles. We know that Ziggs is here. So he sniffs us out. He obviously gets away here. Not a lot I can really do. I'm just going to come collect chickens. Oh, well played. So all 3 of them come. I'm getting a bit greedy here. Obviously, I'm just trying to maximize my gold. We don't have any vision though, guys. That's the main thing. I'm going to try to avoid if you can, due to the fact that, you know, we couldn't see the Yaz coming in there. We didn't get any pings either. You'll notice that in lower elos. Out of all the games we've played so far, of our 3 placements in Iron Division, That's the one key thing I can take away at the moment, is no one will ever ping. If they go missing, no one's got the map awareness at all to, you know, ping and let you know what's going on. So you gotta kind of just be careful. I would say play safe regardless. Don't play risky like me at this point. I'm just doing it due to the fact that I'm not too intimidated by the mechanical skill level of most of these guys. So if I can deny a whole bunch of farm to the enemy jungler, I'm going to try to focus on that at this point. You should probably try and do that too, obviously. But you can see we're not doing anything crazy. We're not going for any, crazy plays or anything like that. We're just focusing the basics. We're just farming up, denying CS, trying to get, you know, a decent position going for our gold lead. Grab whatever objectives we can, unfortunately. Garen, we can't help him. Dead either way at this point. We know his passive's down too. Well played. Well played, well played. So again, we can't do too much there. Renekton shows up. I'm trying to commit onto the Zac to get a free kill. We've got a Garen sitting in iron trying to tell us about lane prio. Shaking my head. Anyway, let's just go here, guys, and mute. So, I don't want you to focus on lane prio, things of that nature, guys, when you're in these lower elos. They don't really apply. There's no guarantee that the Renekton's even going to come and assist. It's a totally different elo down here, guys. Like, assuming someone's going to do something is, you know, the worst possible move you could do. You can see the CS gap between me and Zac is getting bigger and bigger. You can see we're actually keeping up with the top laner with Renekton almost. Nothing we can do here, unfortunately. See bot. Try and zone them off, stop them getting plates, but end of the day, it's not going to really matter. I'm not going to commit too much. Just going to leave that be. Next thing I'm focusing on, obviously, is Dragon. All you need to do, guys, in position of jungle, focus your farm, focus your farm, focus your farm. Don't get sucked into it like we did with Kindred, where there's these, you know, free ganks. You got super good potential of getting in on top of them. Obviously, Ekko doesn't have the same sort of potential in fights to just pop people until I've obviously got items. I don't have like my Kindred E, etc. Let's just double check what's going on here. So he's already behind on his clear speed on his farm. We know he's chilling down bot at this point. So at this point we're just abusing the fact that he's too busy doing other things. He'll probably come back for his farm in a minute. We're going to look at a mid gank possibly after we get chickens here. Unfortunately, we've been caught out twice this game. It's going to happen just due to the fact we're playing so over the top risky with our invades and so on and so forth. Oh wow, nice. I'm surprised we don't get the Zac there. Okay, another failed ult. So that's a shame. Regardless, they're gonna probably pick up a dragon here. Not the greatest start.
Second first time for everything.
They should be able to pick it up. I don't think it's really worth me rotating all the way down full drag, unfortunately. It's already too low at this point, so we'll just head up to top side. Unfortunately, they're getting ahead. Zac's very tanky currently in meta. He's going to get even tankier. This is the one thing that I was worried about. doesn't matter what elo you're playing these champions, obviously a tank is probably going to be better for you in regards to obviously winning out on sustain, so on and so forth. But we're going to try and turn this game around. We only really need 1 or 2 decent team fights, maybe 1 or 2 decent picks. You know, we got Renekton popping off in top.
I'll help you. Duck. Last chance to be anywhere else.
Garen should really be protecting his tower. I don't need help here, but whatever. I'm assuming he's just given up at this point. Is what it is. Now, we're not in a good...
Never had luck.
Don't go, you've got Zach there. I was going to say, we're not in a position where we can turn that into a favorable matchup. Well played by Ziggs. Gets a flash away again. They've just got a very annoying comp in terms of, you know, what they're able to do at this point. I'm just trying to get away from the Zach, obviously. Slow him down a bit. Yikes, has he got burn damage there? I'm just gonna ult just in case. Again, super annoying that we had to, but whatever. I'm pretty sure Renekton's still got his ulti as well, so there's not a lot we can realistically do. Just got to back here. Trying to play to the circumstances at this point.
All in. Just my style. Fool me once. Now I see
It's another gank off successfully onto mid, so mid lane's falling quite far behind. Good job there with the bot lane coming back with something here. Ziggs also has a shutdown right now, so fuck, he's not bad at avoiding us, I was gonna say. Definitely got heaps of damage coming out of Zach, like no respect to this guy for playing such a garbage ass champion, but whatever. You can see that he's able to play AP Zach here, be super tanky as fuck. That must be a new strat that they're going with. I've only seen him being played as a full tank. But again, gets another kill. That's again our fault. We're just trying to maximize gold. I could have ulted. Didn't really feel the need to, but obviously Ziggs and you know, Zach have a lot of damage coming out of them at this point in time. Unfortunately, we're not doing any damage to them though. That's a bit confusing, considering you're the same level as Zach. Obviously, we're a little bit down in terms of level with mid lane, but not a great start. Regardless, we're ahead in terms of our gold lead. Try and get vision on here for the Rift Herald. Looks like he's going for it. I'll take that. And try and obviously avoid Ziggs here because, you know, too much damage coming out of him at this point. Nothing we can realistically do other than avoid any confrontation with him.
I love that.
Hopefully we can get down onto Dragon here. Obviously we know that either Ziggs could rotate.
Time doesn't heal all wounds.
There we go. Ari's pissed, but again,
Quit until it's right.
gold's better on us at this point in time. I would not want to be engaging on here. We don't have smite for 24 seconds. We're just going to go with it though, because she's got a lot of damage. Hopefully Zach's not going to show up. So we might play for bot lane here, I'm not going to lie. Like, I'm impressed by the mechanical skills coming out of the Triss at this point.
There are always consequences.
Renekton's TP'd in. Unfortunately, bot lane's already gone. I'm gonna go clear our top side at this
Rather make
point.
mistakes than make nothing at all.
Again, I'm just gonna focus on farm here. Anyone who pings, we're just gonna try and obviously avoid that from this point forward, due to the fact that none of these guys are reliable. But we're trying to play around with the team. You should too, but at the same time, try to focus on yourself. Try to focus on your own gold lead. Most of the pings they're going for are not worth it. Obviously, they don't have any forms of CC to slow them down. So right now, top lane free, Renekton's in mid, no one's here. It's free gold for us. Again, we're just going to be trying to maximize our lead, maximize our gold. Probably even get a tower here if no one comes to defend it. That being said, let's keep feeding the Renekton at this point. I don't know why they're engaging. Jesus, we're doing even with the Lich Bane, we're doing no fucking damage whatsoever. So we're gonna have to back here, unfortunately. We did get, you know, 1 for 1. They're gonna grab 2 here. 2 towers. I'm pretty sure actually mid was already gone, so it is a 1 for 1 still. Regardless, few deaths here and there, but
No one keeps me down.
you're trying to trade objective for objective, guys. At this point, you know, tower for a tower. We were able to obviously pick up Dragon and Rift Towered earlier.
We make the future. Progress doesn't belong to one city.
Couldn't quite get it, but YOLO, it's worth a try. I know his red side's most likely up because he's very bad at clearing at this point. It's clear speed. Most likely on his blue at this point.
Don't blink. Tomorrow's the last of my worries.
Try and get this down bot side. Grab a kill there. Another charge off. Obviously Zach will be coming down, so we're just trying to get the charge off. And we're deleted. We're deleted with the CC. I thought maybe we can prop ult there, but no. Spamming ult's not the case. So the Zac is actually huge at this point. I didn't expect him to go, you know, this well, and I didn't think his damage was going to be this high too, but, you know, is what it is, I guess. Anyway. Try and get a death cap next. I'm just going to go for full damage at this point. We end up losing drag as well. It's pathing down there for it, but not worth it at the end of the day. No, we're not forfeiting. Again, a lot of people won't stop fighting, guys. Like, that's the main issue you'll run into a lot of the time in this elo.
I do my own stunts.
I wonder if he's got ulti still, and definitely got a lot of damage there. Starts Gage, what are you gonna do? Oh, nearly gets us with the stun there. Come on, Triss. W. Oh, auto, whatever. Okay, Zac's obviously hovering. Malphite too. Enough CC there to get out for both of us. Again, we're in a very rough spot, very bad spot. We might move into mid lane, like I said the other night, just due to the fact trying to carry from a jungle position in lower elos is, again, a lot harder. You can see just feeding top laner. 8-1. Renekton, you know, here obviously you got a few ganks off. We didn't, you know, come out on top of most of these ganks just due to Zac showing up, having a potential CC diff there. We're not able to obviously do too much regarding. Just trade at this point. Well done, we're able to turn that around. We get the shoddy. I mean, at this point in time, we can probably still win the game. It's obviously in a very bad circumstance, but Baron is definitely on.
Every rule needs a break.
Oh, fuck. We are caught out. I'm too busy typing. I was like, what the fuck? I was trying to say come and I'm like spamming out my fucking abilities. And again, that's my fault. Misplay. We can probably still Baron. I mean, I don't see why not. Obviously, Ziggs has got a lot of damage. So, whether it's worth the risk or not, I think Zac's probably back up. Probably not at this point. That's unfortunately a mistake by me. Trying to type and then not realizing we didn't hit enter yet. So again, they turn this around as expected. Ari most likely going to get CC'd here. And we might even lose mid. Able to turn that around there. We do lose a tower regardless, so oh, you're kidding. Can't get on top, so whatever. Is what it is.
Never had luck.
We're taking a shit ton of damage. What are you... Bloody Garen taking my farm. Anyway, I don't think we can really go for a Baron play. Still got too much pressure on the map. We gotta shove these lanes. Keep vision down for the moment. And then looks like we're gonna be rotating down to drag because that's about to come up in a second. Let me just quickly recall. They might even start it up before I get there, but I'd rather go in, spend this gold.
Lebanon must have been a fun guy.
So again, we didn't have map pressure here. This is just due to the fact I was trying to get control around Baron Pit. Well played, well played. Ziggs is just doing an absolute amazing job at zoning me. I'm gonna try to die for this, obviously. We do get the steal. You know, is what it is, but realistically, Ziggs is the one that's keeping them in this game at this point in time. Just with the amount of damage he's able to do. Very, very, you know, annoying champion to sort of try and play around just due to the fact he's able to spam out on a lot of abilities. He's also got crazy damage for towers as well, so... Triss doing a good job though, I'm not gonna lie, she's performing quite well for a iron bot laner. KD says otherwise, but you get the point. Lost 2 inhibs, so again, back to having to pressure and push out these lanes. Get him pushing, but again, not good because we got Baron up in a second. We don't want to have super minions collapsing on base while we're trying to hover around a potential Baron fight, so on and so forth. Fortunate. Double for us. Wow, well played, lad. You're doing crazy damage. Renekton, absolute animal. Zig's a little bit too much for us. We've got a back here, unfortunately. Hopefully it's not warded. Renekton just a little bit. We're gonna get a Morello's after this due to the fact that his sustain is a little bit ridiculous at this point. We're 8 seconds until ult. Oh wow, he got us as well. Okay. So we're doing our best here. We're trying to maximize farm, maximize our items and gold, at the same time as playing around these stupid fights they keep getting into. This is just like what you're going to be dealing with in Iron. You can see that we're able to obviously get 2 levels on the enemy jungler. We're able to get, you know, nearly 80 plus CS on him as well. We're trying to make it work. I think we need Morellicon here just to, you know, apply grievous wounds to Renekton during team fights, but you know, we'll see what we can do. Get some anti-heal. They're obviously going for a Baron play. Unfortunate. I did die at that point in time, but Probably going to lose it here. Unless someone gets a very fluky steal. No. So, now we're all dead. And that's probably game. Everyone dead. Team diff, but again, what can you do? Almost similar situation with Kindred game. So guys, obviously keep playing like we are playing. You're going to climb. Obviously you're going to have a little bit, you know, longer in terms of, you know, time that it takes. Oh wow. Okay. Oh, wow. We're trying to obviously heal up, get back in this fight. Doing whatever we can, get rid of these fucking waves. Oh my goodness. Alright. Can I do something here? That's the question. Probably can. I'm just obviously in a sticky situation here, trying to avoid all the damage from Ziggs because we don't want to get popped again. I'm surprised he's still doing, you know, enough damage here at this point. Fucking come on. Yeah, nah. He's definitely not iron. I think there's a lot of, messed up, you know, elos at this point in time, especially since, well done to Mel here. I was gonna obviously ult, but we didn't get time. I thought he might be stunned a little bit longer. Yeah, there's a lot of messed up ranks at this point in time. You might also be struggling in Split 2 due to the fact that most of the people that I've seen online, especially making YouTube videos, in regards to this, I just saw one the other night. Apparently, there's been a lot of players, even from Emerald, even from, you know, Gold, whatever, they've been dropping down like 2 to 3 divisions. So, you know, you got Emerald players down in Gold, like perma stuck in Gold, and they're struggling to climb, so on and so forth. You know, so that could be a potential sort of thing going on here. We know that obviously Ziggs is 100% not iron. There's no way he's playing like this, and if he's doing this every game, he would be climbing, you know what I mean? That being said, he might be in a situation that he's got, you know, unfortunate teams like us. But, again, I just really want to get rid of this Ziggs right now. There we go. Unfortunately, I've got to get out just due to the fact that I'm taking so much damage. We're in a rough spot here. No matter what, it's not going to be, you know, looking good for us at this point. I need to find a decent engage. Oh, well played, well played. Obviously, Triss probably dies here just due to Zach being able to follow up with another jump. Oh, she got GA, so maybe. Unfortunately, we do die. Let's see. She gets back to Fountain. So even Triss is not iron. This chick is not iron. I'd say maybe like silver, but she's not iron. So there's a lot of people out of their current divisions right now. Which I've just been able to tell from skill difference. Some people are just absolutely spasticated, like you saw that in our first couple of games, just having no idea what they're doing. But definitely something going on with the ranked ladder at this point in time. Don't know what the issue is. Other people have been, you know, sort of complaining about it as well, like I said online. So you may just be versing a lot of people who are actually above your elo that are being, you know, it doesn't make sense that they're stuck though. That's the only thing I'm sort of trying to figure out, but
Flipped in another time.
let's see. We should be able to turn this around. We just need a solid team fight. Nicely done. Like, see, Triss popping off. Well done.
An ally has been slain.
If we can clean these two up, or at least push out the wave. At this point, we're just stuck perma defending. Should be able to win this. Get Baron up in 19 seconds. The only issue is we can't really commit for it at this point in time until we get these lanes starting to push in our favor. Is due to the fact that you know, Ziggs can come through and just delete our base in a matter of seconds. So I might have to go for a potential steal and ult out, something like that, something in those regards. So yeah, you better run, Malphite. Sick of your shit. Not worth at this point. Unfortunate. I mean, I missed time there. We end up caught up in a annoying situation. We can still steal potentially.
An ally has been slain.
They're able to zone us well enough, so well played. I'm just giving up at this point, boys. That's probably game here. They got Baron buff. Unfortunately, we can't get the win there. You know, what are you gonna do? We might have to move into an actual lane this time, unfortunately, just due to the fact that, you know, we're not able to rely on anyone in lower elos to, you know, play the lanes correctly. And there you go, game over. You know, well played to Yaz as well. He was able to zone us quite well there. And we'll see what we can do in the next game. Unfortunately, didn't pan out in our favor, but I'll give it to Triss. We'll have a little recap on our stats there. This is what I mean, guys, as well. I think I mentioned it maybe in the second or third game, that you can't necessarily play iron games or even low elo games the same as, you know, playing in gold or above or platinum and above. It doesn't really translate the same, due to the fact you can see that we farmed up. We did deny you know, a shit ton of gold, etc. for our enemy jungler. You know, like, look at the difference. But again, because there's so much fighting going on, this is like crazy, that you have to literally go out of your way to sort of almost, you know, throw away your 100%, you know, guaranteed gold to go for some sort of risky play to just try to stop, you know, the possible outcome of a 17-6 Renekton or a 17-5 Ziggs. So things of that nature are just gonna happen due to the fact that, you know, these people just want to keep constantly fighting. They don't have any map awareness, and again are just constantly, you know, going in for stupid fights that don't gain anything. They don't get any value from it. So we will now move from here, from, like, you know, mid and top as our picks here. Could possibly even go ADC, but, you know, again, I feel like bot lane is kind of very reliant at this point in time. Back in the day, not so much, but I think definitely at this point in time, you know, for the past year or two, you're quite reliant on your support. Your support makes a huge difference in terms of how the bot matchup is going to shape out. So we'll see what we can do. Hopefully we keep getting put in mid. That being said, we are now 2-2, so not the greatest start, guys. And this is coming from someone who plays, you know, in Emerald constantly. So I don't know if I have my main added here, but doesn't look like I do. But over here on Blitz, we can pull it up, and here we go. So sitting in Emerald 3, guys, we're 50% win rate, Emerald 3. Haven't played that many games, obviously, the split. We did end up playing 450 games in the split 1, and that got us to Diamond 4. See here, remake, I mean, 8-2, nothing crazy. We went into a mid lane pick with Zerath where, you know, we're versing an Ahri. I mean, not the greatest matchup in the world. We did end up losing there. We went with a separate. Oh wait, no, these aren't even. Is that ranked? That one's ranked, but this one isn't ranked. I was like, when did I play Trundle? But yeah, ARAM. So forget that one. ARAM. See what loading up here. Rank defeat here. Another terrible game here, just due to the fact we're going into a Kayn. Kayn got the early lead. You know how that goes, guys. Like once you're in high elos, guys, every little mistake that you end up, you know, having in a game is such a detrimental one. It can make it almost impossible to win the game because most of the time they'll capitalize on everything and try to end it by, you know, the 25-30 minute mark. And as you can see, look, 25 minutes. What did I say? They try to end it very early. Here, you know, game went a little bit extended, you know, into the late game. We ended up turning it around and winning. You know, not the greatest KD, but whatever. Here again, late game, but we ended up, you know, just falling off and, you know, getting a defeat there. Nothing crazy, an average game, which we could have been doing a lot better in. But obviously, coming into these games here, it was fresh in the meta, so we're trying to pick up, you know, straight after they've removed lethal tempo, all those things. So that's why these games again aren't the greatest. We did pop off here on Kalista, 14-3 in the bot lane. You know, not you know my normal role, but again, it helps when you have like a very good support. As I just said, supports are gonna dictate. 22 assists here is landing crazy hooks. Supports are gonna dictate the outcome of your bot lane 90% of the time. I didn't mean to click on that. But yeah, then again, you know, Triss mid, you know, another game Triss mid, popping off, doing solid damage, you know, getting a solid KD, solid lead. You'll notice that my CS is around about 170, 180. You know, we're not farming CS necessarily like crazy compared to these games here where we're going for a little bit more, you know, CS focused, you know, gameplay. Trying to maximize our gold as much as possible. I think we had like 220 or something like that on Ekko. Now, match history, we'll just pull up, you know, obviously 276, you know, compared to the last game here, like 180 with, you know, Kha'Zix. 192. You don't need crazy high CS. It's just obviously the quicker you can get your CS lead and the quicker you can use your gold that you've, you know, acquired, the stronger you're going to be. Obviously, you saw how strong we were. We didn't have to deal with the Zac anymore, but obviously just due to you know, the lane matchups, we, you know, we're still being, you know, outdamaged by the Ziggs, etc. So we're gonna ban the Fury.
We won't be muzzled.
I'm liking, you know, top pick at the moment, support brand. Huh? Okay. Panth ADC. Okay, we might be dodging here. Unless they're in a duo. Unless they're in a duo. We need range. We need poke. So yeah, definitely not on the swap of jungler at this point. Or even support would be Oh my god, yeah, I was gonna say, what am I doing? Support would be a better swap here. We're probably gonna end up dodging this, guys. I mean, I'm not gonna try and carry fucking this team. It could happen, but man, like, look, we got a Cho'Gath, we got a Garen. Like, what the fuck is next? I could probably rock a Malphite or something. Like, that's gonna be decent, but it'll work. My god, it will not work, especially with an alley. Shaking my fucking head, guys. This is what we're dealing with. Let's play one retarded ass game here. I mean, I want to climb efficiently, but let's just try and, you know, do whatever we can here to sort of try to play into this comp. Oh my goodness, this is disgusting. Just to steal some ultis, let's go with a sylas pick.
No more cages.
Now, again, can this work? Yeah, possibly. Is it going to work in Iron? Who knows? Let's see what's going to happen. I don't even know who I'm versing in mid lane at this point. Apparently Cho'Gath. I don't know. We'll see what's going to happen. Regardless, you know, this could end up just an absolute mess. I'm expecting it to, but let's just see what happens. As I mentioned, you know, previous video, 100% dodge, guys. Whenever you see any stupid shit like this, just dodge. That being said, we got a Mundo. We know how broken he is. We could probably start abusing, you know, champs like Mundo, if we really wanted to, you know, have a nice, quick, easy climb. Or even Garen. I mean, Garen's just going to be busted as shit anyway. We'll see what happens regardless, so. Apparently all bronze, the two possible outliers are the Cho and the alley. I'd have to obviously just have a little gaze and again to see what their match history is looking like. Very solid game as a support, playing in the bot lane. So I wonder who I'm versing. I may not even be versing the Cho, it's just recommended that, obviously. Okay. Alright. So, we'll see when we get into the game. Could even be a Teemo, who knows? Could be a Teemo mid.
Let's tear it all down.
I don't know if we're gonna get an engage off here for a invade, but
They locked up a boy, but let loose.
I know he's roaming up here, but whatever. Okay. I don't know why he's got a rainbow thing coming out of him too, but
What thou wilt, Jinx.
nice knock up.
Conflict
I would love to get first blood here. I didn't need to ignite, I was just trying to snatch it. Whatever. Quick back. I did waste my ignite, kind of annoyed about that. Didn't end up getting any of the kills, sad face.
Let's blow this rat cage.
Whatever. Okay, is what it is. Grab another pot to sustain. If we need it. And looks like, yeah, it is the Cho. He's gonna be annoying to go into. I mean, it shouldn't be too bad, but it's gonna probably be annoying to deal with.
No more queens, no more mage seekers. It all ends
Just
now.
due to his knock up and his silence, so get a nice little trade off.
No more slums.
We don't wanna hard shove, we just wanna obviously last hit here. Try to keep the wave in the mid. Or at least pushing towards us if we can.
I am no traitor. I am the true Demacia.
a little bit more cautious, a little bit more safe now.
Prison for me to find
And he took
liberation.
his silence. Oh, should have gone for the earlier knockup, but we'll just see. We're just trying to trade fairly well at this point. We know he's going to scale once he gets level 6 and starts getting bigger and stronger, so...
I was born a maid. Demacia made me a criminal.
Keeping CS lead at the moment. Go get a little bit of vision down. Garen's going to be annoying.
That even me.
As I said, like we're gonna be dealing with him. He's gonna get more annoying. I could be going way more aggressive and going in for kills, etc. But the thing is, we wasted our ignite, so there's not a lot we can do. We're just trying to obviously get the CS lead at this point. He's come back a little bit. Anytime he's going into farm, I want to just obviously punish him.
You'll have to kill me.
An ally has been slain.
Shove this out.
Has been slain.
No more masters.
Oh, got the next wave roaming in. Got TP either way, so I mean, I might just stay here because I know that there's not a lot he can realistically do. We can just chunk him out again. Be amazing.
I'll show you magic.
Good silence from Cho there. Good knock up. So right now, I'm sitting around 1k.
Ally has been slain.
Idiot with a stick.
Man, I want that so bad. I want that so bad. So here we shouldn't be going. We got pots though. We know he's going to be coming in.
Villainy never knows itself.
Grab the double buff. Now I can stick around and lane a little bit longer. And we can get the gold lead a little bit further. Obviously try and deny any potential gold from Cho'Gath. Get off some solid trades.
To me that they have not done.
We're at the point where I want it back. We want to use our gold. You don't want to just farm it up and not make any use out of it. But it is pushing back towards us, so... That's what we want. We want it shoving so we can't farm.
Prison can hold me.
Okay. Potential free kill here. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, well played. So again, we get very, very unfortunate there that I don't even know what the fuck hit us. I was not paying attention there. Something CC'd us. Miss a full wave here. Not very smart of us to engage there. Obviously at the point that, you know, all four of them though, we didn't have full vision, but should have been watching the map. We should have double checked, and regardless, you know, whatever. Not the end of the world, but still I'm annoyed. Simple things like that, guys, will obviously be, you know, crucial throughout the game.
Time to crack the upper crust.
Try and see if we can just keep this wave here for now.
Every Demacian a king.
No farm for you, Cho, sorry. He's already got level 6 as well, okay, confusing. He's been out of lane way more than we have, but whatever. I'll cut that last hit there. Garen and Teemo, you know, on top of...
How I missed the free air.
void grubs. So at this point, the thing I hate with Sylas is so shit at last hitting. He's so shit at farming in general. I don't really want to be shoving this wave, so I'm trying to avoid using my passive on Sylas.
Enemy killing spree.
After 15 years in the dark,
Fucking. Oh my god! I was just very enraged there. The fact that we're out of range there for the ulti, like the Cho ult that we stole. I'm like, we're just on top of him. I've literally spammed R twice in a row, stole it, and then tried to spam it out. And we had to literally go eat like 2 tower shots, unfortunately. He's back to lane in no time. We gotta play safe, obviously. He's got his ult available, so gonna get a recall. Actually, let's go ahead and grab the Sheen already.
how's that for irony?
So as you can see, there's just all these stupid fights going on in lower elos. No one's focusing gold.
I'm a man without
We don't want to end up in a situation now where like the team's just getting into ridiculous amount of fights over and over and over.
They work their fingers to the bone.
We're coming in here just because we have the numbers advantage, but nice headbutt there from Ali. Pick up a kill there.
I've got your justice.
At this point you might think, oh, let's stick around, let's fight this, let's do this and that. Not realistically what you want to do. Obviously we want to grab objectives or get back to lane. We know it's shoving towards us, so I'm just going to try and roam from here, get this farm. It looks like it's actually holding 50-50 at this point, so let's just see. Well played, well played.
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Just trying to deny farm, deny XP at this point.
Swine.
Just wanted shovering. Because Cho'Gath's so tanky, I obviously would love to be playing more aggressive, but obviously he can just obviously sit back and do whatever he wants. I don't know how he's getting XP from that far away as well, but whatever. Whatever, right? Okay. So
A mage seeker tried to test me once. I used to be locked up, but I didn't care for it.
it's tanking the wave for the moment, try and get it set up in a freeze. Now we might just slow push it from here because obviously we don't know where Cho'Gath's gone.
Cold, dead fists.
And we're gonna hard shove because we know he's gone to top side. Try and get some plates. Might be able to get 2 plates here, and then we're just going to back out, obviously. So we're well ahead in terms of farm, in terms of gold in this game. That's what we're trying to maximize. You know, 88 CS compared to 34. Obviously, even the rest of the team nowhere near us. Maybe Jinx is close, but that's about it.
This is how we make a getaway. Tradition is a crutch for the mindless.
And again, this is going to come down to team fights late game, so I have no idea how this is going to turn out. Should hopefully be, you know, something, you know, 50-50 or in our favor, because I'll be able to get onto the backline. Just depends with Jinx and Teemo how much damage they're doing, I guess. But Mundo is going to be tanky enough. So early game is going alright at this point. Just a bit of CS there. We know Cho'Gath's roaming. Might just be getting a scuttle. So it's just more free plays for us. At this point, we're focusing on objectives, aka tower. Looks like Jinx might be coming up here to defend. Now we're gonna go for a roam. Potentially 2 free kills here. We can steal Cho's ult. We can do whatever necessarily as needed.
An enemy has been slain.
Is what it is. Clear out pink. Get a recall off here. We don't want to stick around for
Our chains are only as strong.
too long.
No more kings.
Grab
no
1 kill and then we're out.
No more mages.
Definitely we could have potentially tower dived to something in a higher elo. Most people obviously would, but you know, no one here is coordinated enough, so I'm not going to bother trying to organize someone to get a tower dive going, even with Mundo being as tanky as he is.
Whatever they bring, I'll match.
Try and get some pressure onto tower here. Collapse these next 2 waves. Hopefully it slows down his farm.
An ally has been slain.
Okay, now I want to focus on a dive here on bot. Mid, stale at the moment. Big tanky Cho'Gath. He ends up TPing, so whatever. Now we're gonna rotate back. Seems like a bit of a waste of time, but obviously, like, next objective's up, so we can actually just make use of that. Just gonna zone, make sure Garen's not here, and we'll go try and pick up mid tower now. You can see how you got a little bit more control in lane. Like, you can be decisive over where you want to be on the map and what you want to do. You're not forced to try and contest these objectives necessarily. You can make other plays happen on the map, like we are currently doing. I would love to get Rift Herald, but
eventually.
I wish they make silence better at farming. We're low on mana at this point, so we're just trying to obviously get as much damage off as we can, using our abilities to get our passive. And now we're just gonna get a back off. Two towers in mid, definitely worth. Garen gets a rift, unfortunately, but is what it is. try and steal this blue buff away because Mondo doesn't really need it. And now I can kind of focus on top lane and try and get that ahead. We're going to make top lane my lane now, if that makes sense. That's what we're going to try and do. While we got Cho ult, I'm going to try and roam up.
How's that, Sir?
I don't care if it's warded. I don't care if he's got shrooms. So, we want him to pressure tower. I'm gonna go steal this blue buff.
No more dungeons.
I know it's not necessary, but again, I'm sick of running out of mana. We can sustain with W fairly well. It's top tower. Gonna be given over to us as well. Trying to see if we can pick up Jinx here if it's even necessary. May not even be needed. We end up getting trapped. Double for Pant. Obviously these cheesy sort of picks, like Pantheon's a solid champ overall just in general. That being said, I gotta be careful just due to Garen and Cho'Gath being able to delete whoever. Trying to heal up a little bit there. We're gonna go shove bot wave. Just trying to maximize gold at this point.
I was born a mage. The Marcia made me a criminal. Good, evil, what does any of that even mean?
Trying to just get away here, obviously. Bait them over to a team fight.
An enemy has been slain.
One link at a time.
Slash away, he's getting the upper hand there. Try to get blue buff as well if we can. That being said, we're gonna take a little bit of damage here. Could be warded too. No, we gotta leave it. I'm too weak. Lovely. Oh, whatever. I wanted the goal, but it doesn't matter. End of the day. We got drag up in 20. Okay.
I must show them there is more to life.
So we're in a very good position here. Not a lot we realistically need to do. Free drag here. I'm just gonna zone. So his Pant.
No more mage. It all ends now.
Okay, whatever. Jinx just killed herself, most likely. Oh, well played, Jinx. Well played. Not played well enough though, but whatever. I'll give you props. You did a fair bit of damage. So now we can just chill here. I mean, if he wants to, I can definitely dive in. But I was gonna say I just don't want to get knocked up, just like, and have you know, the embarrassment of just going in there and just dying for no reason. And we're trying to preach not to do that. So free Baron too now. Should be a free win from here. obviously we're able to turn that away. Oh, Jinx gets us finally. Well played, Jinx. Thank you, Brand, for taking one for the team. I didn't mean for him to die there. I was planning on killing Garen obviously quicker, but I think the Teemo ended up doing a little bit too much damage to him afterwards. I'm pretty sure Teemo got it anyway. So we do give a shutdown to the Jinx, I'm pretty sure. What was that shutdown? Yeah, fuck, 600. Yikes. Not what we wanted, but unfortunately I figured, you know, we should be safe there. Didn't really expect a Jinx ult to come out of nowhere, but well played to Jinx. Considering how bad they're getting absolutely stomped, like she's doing quite well in terms of her KD, so props to her.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Nearly finished off our Zhonya's at this point. We're not too worried or too stressed about it. We're just going to shove in bot lane here. Doesn't matter what lane we really shove, they've got Baron buff, so... Or at least Mundo does. Grab these on the way. Apparently missed the last, I don't give a fuck. Alright, okay, so now obviously we want to make use of our Baron buff. Unfortunately they're already, you know, going in for a 2v5 and, you know, you can see how well that went. We barely make it out alive, barely. They are very tanky now. We obviously got Teemo in the mid. I would love to go and shut him down. Works out in our favor. Go clean Teemo up. If he doesn't pop us, that's the thing. He may have a little bit too much damage at this point in time. Shaming, he's just invis TPing back. Not basing, sorry, not TPing, but you get the point. So what we can do is probably shrooms everywhere, but not quite enough range there. Well played. Jinx trap again. We keep getting caught on those today. I don't know. Like, that's like the third or fourth time I think I've been caught on a Jinx trap and killed by it. So unfortunate. We do die again. Would have worked out perfectly because we would have been able to kill her and then obviously pop the Teemo after, you know, 2 seconds with the Garen ult. So well played to Jinx for the traps this game. But quite an easy game overall. Obviously you can see that we're in this like 50-50 standstill point. Even with our team being, you know, so far ahead, 7-3 in terms of tower diff. We're up, you know, 10,000 or even 11k gold at this point. You know, kill diff. You know, I'm level 15 compared to the rest of the team, so... Yeah, we're in a very good position, but we're still in the stalemate at this point. Eating too many shrooms here. Pantheon been caught out. No objectives up at this point, so it's whatever. Hopefully Mundo can clean up Jinx here, or even... Oh, well played.
I will be the monster they think.
Slain an enemy.
Dodges my just flash away at this point.
After 15 years in the dark,
Too much damage at this point. 3v1, we're caught out there. Teemo's got the damage he needs to try and burn us down at this point.
Has destroyed its turret.
Unfortunately, was caught out. Ali was in good position to headbutt us back and CC us, so regardless, taking Garen out off the map. Ali's gone now. He's coming back up though now, Garen, so should be able to grab Inhib, should be able to grab Baron, and then after Baron play we should be able to end it. But another 30-minute game, guys, you know what I mean? As well as we played it, we're still going to 30 minutes. It's very annoying, the current state. The fact that they chucked in, all these shutdowns, it gets rid of snowballing, like, quite significantly, unless you can obviously avoid dying the whole entire game. Yeah, so you're still going to be having these annoying long games. We might sell this and just... Oh, we don't have enough. Don't have enough. We'll just wait. We'll just wait. Undo. Run back down mid here. Call Baron. Even though we fuck up and spell it right.
no more kings, no more queens, no more mage seekers.
Mundo's
It all
dead.
ends now.
But so's Garen, so I don't care. Pantheon's probably gonna fuck us here. I mean, I'm just trying to tank this out. I don't know why he's still there fighting. So stupid.
Temporarily. Their shackles are now my weapons. How's that for right?
Alright, see what we can do here. Get on top of Garen. Still focusing the tank as per usual. I mean, doesn't quite matter with Thingo. Did I actually use his? Oh my god. Now I want to cut them off. At this point, obviously it doesn't matter, but I want to cut them off. I don't want them defending at all. So if I can get in here and stop a potential defensive sort of play from them, which looks like Teemo is going to be able to be caught. Oh, what the fuck? I'm too big. I can't even like get my thingos. I've leveled up obviously in size just due to stealing Cho'Gath's ult so many times. I got 4 feast stacks, which is hilarious. And we should be able to obviously end here. Try and get onto Jinx at the back. Oh. Not a lot we can do there, obviously. It's being cleaned up by the rest of the team though. Double, triple. Double, sorry, it's the tower, but GG. So nice, easy game there. Unfortunately, it's gone for 31 minutes, which is quite unfortunate. But you can see the difference in terms of playing a lane over playing jungle. Even though I'm a jungle main, you can see the difference in, overall impact you can have. So if you are struggling to climb and you are a jungler, I would suggest going to either mid or top to be able to influence the game, quite drastically. A lot of people may be, experiencing, just garbage teams, but they don't have the overall, I don't know who we even give it to here. Mundo did well. Everyone else did fairly well as well, but we'll give it to bot lane. I'll give it to Brand. But yeah, again, we've finished our 5 placement games. We get placed in Iron 1. A Diamond 4 player jungle main has been placed in Iron 1 on a fresh level 30 account. Now, what has me fucked up, guys, is the fact that prior to doing this, okay, I also did a few placements on a separate level 30 account. Now, if you guys don't know, obviously I might have mentioned it or may have not. I have a few accounts. I have about 15 accounts. Not that I'm going on smurfing or anything like this. I use them obviously for video purposes or to just play with friends that are in lower elos. Obviously, I can play with, you know, my friends are in bronze or iron now with this account. Lovely. But the point I was trying to make is we just finished leveling up another account. So, actually 2 of them. So, previously I went on and we did SKT1 Gohan. Okay, I got placed in gold, actually not gold, I got placed in silver 2. Then ranked from silver 2 all the way up to platinum 3, and at that point we already had 30 games or so played in terms of ranked. It was sitting you know, through placements at silver 2. We played about 30 games, but we're just messing around with friends, etc. And then I decided to do a climb on it and we got up to platinum 3. Now, that being said, we also just finished leveling a separate account here. I'm just trying to find it. Where did it go? SKT1 Vegeta. And as you can see, we're not having the greatest win streak here. We weren't playing this intentionally to obviously, you know, do a climbing series or anything like that. We're just obviously getting our spare level 30 accounts that I've obviously made. You'll notice that they're all pretty much SKT1 related. All the names. So anything you see here that's T1, SKT, obviously Uzi Goes Bangi is mine, Flash on you, SKT1 Dukes, Phoenix Law, Hostile Reaper. All of these accounts are mine. That being said, I've even got another one here that's almost, you know, at the point of being 30. So overall, I think I got about 15 accounts. You might be like, why do you have so many accounts? A reason why we have so many accounts was back in the day when we first started back in 2013, 2014, we ended up making a whole bunch of accounts. One, due to the fact that back then you used to be able to get Riot sort of skins or Riot codes, and you used to be able to like refer friends, yada yada yada, to try and get like Grey Warwick and Twitch, Medieval Twitch. So that was part of the reason. Also, on top of that reason, we were also very toxic. So you'll notice here, just in my friends list, this is an older account. I've had this account since 2016. It's not like I just brought this account or anything. Like, I've had this account since 2015. There you go. So this one's quite old. We got MSI 2016, you know, all this stuff. You know, 10-year anniversary icon, you know, all this. So anyway, point being is, you know, we're now in 2024. So some of these accounts, obviously, here AshDobz11, one of my old accounts, that's again permaban for again being toxic. Flash and you still have. Same here, Morgan Fryman, again toxic. Again, Luis, that's one of mine. PQ Luis, again toxic, banned. And some of these accounts, actually, I had a solid amount of you know, level 30 again. Some of them I had a lot of skins and time I put in here. This is my Xbox gamer tag, guys. It's one of my OG original accounts before just doing troll names. So banned, and this is back in the day when, you know, it took ages to get to level 30. On top of that, obviously, you have to spend weeks getting enough blue essence, which used to be IP back in the day, to, you know, buy your champions. But now obviously they made it way more, you know, affordable, way more easy. Some champions have obviously gone from being way cheaper to way more expensive, which, you know, makes no sense, but is what it is, I guess. And yeah, overall, guys, yeah, we've had a lot of accounts over the days. We're probably, I would estimate, around 50 accounts. The majority of them banned to toxicity and just obviously being, you know, stuck in lower elos, just totally flaming, coming from a Call of Duty background where, you know, shit talk was the norm, and not really caring, you know, just playing games for the fun of it. Like competitive nature, obviously, but you're still playing for the trash talk, the fun, like that interactive with community, which is obviously all gone now. You know, you still get, you know, people spamming toxicity in chat, you know, so on and so forth with like whatever slurs and whatnot. To me, it's a laugh. It's, you know, all a bit of fun. I don't even really bother with it unless they're, again, trolling in game, and I've noticed that they've said some, you know, bannable, you know, or reportable words that, you know, get used against you nowadays. Then I might be like, okay, you were being a dick trolling all game, made it, you know, 10 times harder, I'm gonna report. But anyway, we got off on a tangent there. We're back into game number 3 here. Let's see if we can make it, you know, another win, another dub on the board. But point being, we're trying to say we've had a lot of accounts, and this is the reason we have so many accounts in general. Just due to the fact that, you know, we have been playing since back in the day. A lot of them were banned due to toxicity. We made, you know, certain accounts for other certain reasons, you know, obviously trying to get referrals, so on and so forth for certain skins. But at the end of the day, you know, majority of them were just made and I forgot the passwords, etc. And now, a few years later, we have figured out you can just email or type in your email to Riot, and they'll send you obviously a list of all your account names that you have, and then you can obviously try to remember the passwords, etc., or password reset, so on and so forth. So essentially I've done that, and that's why I have so many accounts that I do currently have, about 15 or so, that are around that level 30 sort of rank. And we do have another one on the way, which we might do a different, you know, climbing video on later. But again, we'll just stick for this, you know, at the moment, this account at the moment, see where we can get with this, you know, very terrible start, considering we're playing, you know, iron-based games, which is crazy, even though we were just previously on 2 separate accounts, been placed in silver and gold. So that being said, we're all around the same win rate. I think I was showing you that before. We'll go have a look. Vegeta's actually got a negative win rate, but somehow we're in gold. You know, no idea. So the current state of you know, ranked, as I said, is kind of in a weird, messed up spot at this point in time. So if you do get placed in a lower division, you know, on a spare account, or you do get, you know, a lower div in the split just through, you know, playing, and you're like, hold on, I was, you know, emerald and now I've been placed in platinum, and, you know, what's going on, you know. I think it's just something going on with the rank system at this point in time. We're versing a very annoying mid laner that I hate versing. We're probably going to go with a malzahar here. The thing is, I don't know if I'm versing the LeBlanc or the Yoon. Should be obviously LeBlanc, Yoon should be top. Unless she decides to try and swap lane. And yeah, we'll see how we go. Should be an interesting game so far. Teams look fairly you know, even, but we'll see what happens. It is iron after all. So playing a malzahar, we're not going to have that much impact in terms of pressure, but late game, if everyone, you know, avoids any crazy over-the-top fights, which we know probably is not going to happen, we'll end up in a decent spot, I'm hoping. We're just going to stick to the fundamentals though, again guys, the key 3 things you need to focus on, just to break it down, keep it simple. Your farm, you want to make sure you're having a gold lead, so farm up. obviously, once you've got your gold lead, try to have map pressure for different objectives. And then on top of that, you know, third and final is secure objectives. Make sure that you're, you know, going out of your way to secure, obviously, a tower for a drag. Trade objectives. You know, if you can't contest something because you don't have the map pressure there, you know, you aren't able to get there to ward, clear out vision, etc., so on and so forth, then try to obviously trade for something. Make sure that they're sacrificing something at the same time than just getting stuff for free. Those are your main key components to sort of focus on. So, again, not a lot we can realistically do here. We're just chilling back. LeBlanc's actually very strong in meta right now. I swear they nerfed Malzahar because his E is completely useless. I played him on one of my other accounts too. There was one of those level 30s I just showed, and yeah, his E has just been dramatically nerfed. Just the duration as well, I feel. Damage and duration just seems to be gone. Even once you build, you know, the Leandres and the burn damage. Like here, I don't get why Volley's roaming through here. Obviously, he might be heading down for Scuttle, but... Just trying to conserve a mana here. We don't want to go too crazy. LeBlanc's going to be quite difficult to hit anyway, so... Just might try and get a W off. Well played. Too busy typing there. Try and trade back though. Not going to have as much damage as her, unfortunately, but... is what it is. You got my friends here wanting me to boost them. The thing is, they are retarded in themselves. No offense, no offense to Soul Creeper, not in a bad way. Like they're not terrible, but I mean they just don't think in the right mindset. Because this is the thing. I can boost them. I said it earlier, but the point is they're gonna fall back down regardless. I think the whole time, obviously, they just want to reach a certain thing, and I don't condone boosting, so I might play a few games for fun with them while we're in the same elo, but I'm not going to keep obviously you know, boosting them all the way up. That's way too much time, way too much effort, and when you do play with duo queues, you'll be versing other duo queues. They're gonna realize that the system's gonna figure it out and figure out what's going on. Good dodge by LeBlanc. And even most of my friends, they have decent mechanics. I wouldn't say that they're mechanically, you know, bad at the game, so you know, stopping the recall there, that's, you know, solid. We're just obviously trying to get level 6 here. Might even be able to get a kill here too, because we're sitting at a decent point in terms of XP, health. End up proccing the old passive. Oh no. That's not what we wanted. We know Lee could be possibly roaming up here, so I'm just trying to avoid any potential that she might have. And we now have level 6, so I can just kill her now.
An enemy has been slain.
Please come, please come. Let's test the iron mindset. Wait, where is my... Well played by LeBlanc. Where is my ult? I went for the ult and she just fucking W'd back out of it. So, misclick by me. Well played. Well played. I'll give you that. Okay, that's a fuck up on my part, boys. But regardless, we're doing fairly well other than that. Just TP back to lane here. Very, very friendly game here in terms of matchups, and everyone's keeping the peace here for the moment. I'm a little bit annoyed. I was gonna go for a flash ult. I didn't want to risk it, obviously, into you know, tower range, because again, she does have ignite, we don't. Probably would have got us in terms of just burning out with ignite damage. Nicely done. Unfortunately, we have to burn flash there. We didn't have enough damage. I feel like they nerfed Malzahar's damage just a little bit. And the duration on his E half the time is a lot slower. Shoving the wave. Maybe we can get a plate here. Get a recall off. I might just stick around here. We got a plant, so I might just stick around. Unfortunately, he's able to deny us from going back. He's rotated up from bot. We don't have ulti available, so it'll be interesting to see how this turns out. We fuck up our Q there. Didn't end up landing on anyone. We're just zoning at this point. I don't have ult for 30 seconds, so we're just gonna go back to wave, try and shove this. I've never been a fan of versing LeBlanc, so it doesn't matter what elo we're in. Can't successfully get any, you know, Q damage off. We're just missing all of our Qs at this point in time, but again, we do have ult available. She probably has everything up at this point. Push onto mid, some more plates for us, I'll take that. Just going for a random roam into the bot lane, but whatever. So this is stuff you want to capitalize on. Obviously I'm sitting at 2k, we could have definitely gone back. I don't have TP, so we're just going to grab what's available to us, because it's free at this point, you know what I mean? And the whole time she has no plates here, we're just taking advantage of it. And now she's super low, so if she tries to contest, we can do a bit of damage. Stick around a little bit longer in lane here, just due to the fact that, you know, we have that potential to try and keep her at bay. She might be able to pull something off here. There we go. Oh my god, are you kidding? The fucking tower, dude. Wow. So that's crazy. Okay, so that's what we wanted to avoid in the first place. I assumed I was out of range here. Like, I swear to god, I'm gonna have to watch back, but I don't know how the fuck that even, you know, manages to happen, like, due to the fact that we're, like, right on the edge, obviously, but apparently still within range. We went for it. It wasn't enough damage anyway, which is, kind of funny that she lived through it, but whatever. She's 4-1, so KD-wise, she's looking good. On paper, though, she's down, you know, 50 gold, 50 CS, sorry, plus also, you know, 4 plates, so it's not the end of the world, but very annoying that we didn't get the kill there on her. I'm gonna have to start rotating and trying to pressure on these objectives, because let's just see what LeBlanc wants to do here. She's probably going to commit fully for the Lux. Had to flash. Unfortunate. Trying to do our best here, obviously. Well done. Well done to Lee. Is it enough here? Can we follow up? Let's see what's gonna happen. Probably nothing's gonna come of that, but whatever. We do have TP, so I'm happy to sort of die there at this point. We don't have a shutdown or anything, so unfortunately it didn't work out, you know, as expected. Just focus the malzahar, dude. What the fuck are you doing? Yeah, I don't know. I know the malzahar, the Volkovs. Why am I calling him malzahar? Malzahar, but anyway, you get the point. Grab a pot. Oh, well played the Blanc again. She's gonna have crazy amounts of damage. Obviously, we need to land our Q. Able to land that one there. And this is where we need to play around, you know, landing our Q and our E. As a Q poke. Obviously just going to go for a back here. I want to try my best to, obviously, deny her back. I don't think we're going to be able to, though. She's learnt. Oh, here comes Lee. We're probably dead. Again, we're playing a little bit risky. I assume she went back there. You know, we're not warding. We're not playing, you know, safely. We should be obviously trying to, you know, get as much vision as possible to avoid those situations. That being said, you know, at this point in time, I'm just trying to get as much gold as possible. I don't really care about warding. I would also, again, try to, on top of getting vision, you know, try to make sure that, you know, you're clearing vision as a jungler, etc. I think that's the main thing that we've been neglecting here to show you guys. We're not implementing it in our gameplay just due to the fact that I don't feel like it's necessary. But here, clearly, they're, you know, way better bot team in terms of the bot lane. Way better, you know, at mechanics for jungler, etc. Like Lee's coming in for all these ganks and applying pressure, getting all the, you know, objectives. So oh, she jukes it out again. Oh, we take a tower hit. Didn't mean to, but well done. I don't know what the fuck this volley's doing, dude. He's just, like, literally tilting me at this point. And well played again. So Lee, out of nowhere, he's pulling off, you know, solid ganks. You know, we don't have vision, but I thought we should be alright. No, not the case. End of the day, we're in a rough spot. Top getting destroyed, bottom getting destroyed, jungler getting destroyed, mid we're, you know, pretty much holding our own, sorting her out. Obviously she's ahead in terms of KD, but other than that, you know, we've got a massive gold lead. And we'll just see what we can do here. Come on, Kate. Come on, Kate. Stop cancelling your autos.
An enemy has been
There we go. Come on, Kate. Show us what you got. Mid lane's missing. Probably backed, but we'll just ping it regardless because we don't want it roaming, you know, through and just getting a QW off. So right now, guys, not a lot we can really do. We're not playing with a hard carry champion. As I said at the start of the game, Malzahar is very lackluster at carrying games overall. You need to be able to ult the right person, make sure you're having a lot of pressure at the right moments in team fights. So right now, I want to focus obviously drags. Try to assist his volley. I'll try to ult Lee as well if he does come over. That's going to be very frustrating. Very annoying, very annoying. Get ulted away there. Nothing we can do to turn that fight. We're not landing a lot of our Qs anyway.
You have been slain.
And quite a rough game, as you can see, guys. So this is why you want to avoid champions like this, especially when you can't rely on your team. You know, we can try and play as safe as we possibly can, but at the end of the day, they've got a lot of potential to kill us with, you know, Lee being able to jump in and out, along with LeBlanc. They've got heaps of poke, and then obviously Yoon's just going to be a late game monster, so my fault again for picking someone who's very solid counter, but just very, you know, reliant on team and, you know, team fight situations, you know what I mean? You can't really solo carry as a Malzahar per se, unless they're obviously just falling into, you know, constantly running at you and you can just pop off your ult, you know, pretty much stun them, you know, get your lead in terms of just, you know, the enemy making mistakes. It's not very easy to carry with Malzahar. Like, he's solid, but he's not a out and out carry where, you know, Sylas, we can just run and gun, go lock down someone, catch them out, you know, and they're sort of their stuff from that point. We don't need follow-up damage, etc. We can handle it, you know, all by ourselves. We have sustain, etc. Malzahar, he's on the opposite end of the spectrum, you know, no mobility. He can't obviously disengage. Once you're into the fight, you're into the fight. Like, you know, you're pretty much committed at that point. And not a lot we can realistically do. I would love to go rotate down to bottom as well right now, which would be the smart thing to do, but I don't think it really matters where we go at this point in time. Here comes the Lee. If he does try to ult us, it's fine. I'm gonna grab this fruit. Fuck it, we're just gonna go for it here. Do get a pick. End of the day, it's not like anything crazy is happening for us. They're still able to roam around quite freely, doing as they please, so right now I'm just gonna go back. We're gonna go down to bot lane, keep farming. Oh my goodness. And we're dead. Oh, ridiculous. So, you know, 6 and 3 Yoon, popping off. definitely not iron. Like, I'd say most of these people, guys, that we're versing are at least silver. At least silver. They're not even bronze. They're at least silver. They've got their mechanics fully down. You can see he played, you know, that whole entire situation in team fight pretty much perfectly. And, you know, we end up getting killed there unnecessarily. We could have just backed and left, but we decided to try to keep the Lux alive. Definitely not worth. We want to focus on ourselves, as I said. It's hard to break that mold because you got to switch from obviously focusing on yourself to focusing on, you know, what's best for the team once you get to higher elos, because certain situations obviously aren't going to pan out, you know, as you being just like the #1 carry. Everyone's so well adapted their champions, mechanics, so on and so forth, that you can't just be guaranteed to carry a game, you know, every single time you get into it. So obviously would love to get an ult onto Jhin here. Don't have any vision though.
An enemy is dominating.
He's going for a push, so again we could group. Drag is up. We're just gonna come in here and try to get rid of the Jhin while we can. I know Lee's probably around. He might even be on Dragon, but up. Well played. Good stun. Pick up a double there, but unfortunately, team is just a little bit too behind mechanically. Top lane definitely. Let's see. We might even have a duo here. We might see if we get in with a certified bronze player. So that being said, we don't know how long it's left. We're just guessing. We might do some duos here. We'll see what we can do. Obviously, I don't recommend duoing guys to boost, but at the same time, I don't think it really matters in this elo. No one's realistically stuck in iron. We're gonna be out of iron in no time anyway, and you'll probably see that in the next few games. I might play more aggressive because at least we know at least how one of the players are gonna play. He's not very good either, so it's not like I'm getting anything out of this in terms of overall climbability. I don't even want to call it. We're not getting any assistance out of the climb, essentially. He might listen to our pings, that's about it. Oh no, wrong one. Wrong one. Try and get out of there if we can. Well played, Lee. So right here, no one is in iron right now. Like, you got a 10 and 4, we got a 5 and 2. Obviously her kills are inflated just due to, you know, us dying a few times on the tower. No one here, the way they're playing is they're at least silver, you know, or up. So it's unfortunate because we've got legitimate iron/bronze players on our team. You can just tell by the mechanics. But they're going into, you know, silver. So theoretically, you would go, oh, okay, but you can carry, you can do this and that. I think there's even, you know, a situation where Nice or I'm trying to remember the other guy's name, Cowsep. I think they lost in Iron Games. These guys are Challenger, multi-year challengers. You know, I've been playing for many years in Challenger, in many different servers as well. You can still lose. It doesn't matter how good you are. At the end of the day, it is a team game. And you can try to carry best you can, but at the end of the day, you're not guaranteed to have a potential carry you know, every single game. Like you might have a great impact overall. Like we're having, you know, heaps of impact in most of these team fights, but it's just not enough. Like we're not playing a champion that is reliable and getting in and out, doing heaps of damage, being a absolute menace. So we're kind of relying on the team being at a group fight, team up, and you know, we can pick off people, but end of the day, I don't think we're going to get there at this point. We're going to hold on, cross our fingers, see if we can make something happen. We'll have heaps of damage, obviously, late game, but whether or not we can beat all the mobility they have is going to be another question. See if I can get the team to group here. Obviously, if we group, they can't. Obviously, no, just group. Nicely done. Unfortunately, Jin perfectly, you know, spaced out, doing everything he needs to. We do. Oh, fuck, he flashed into it. Unlucky. Dead. Unfortunately, yeah, they're getting a nice little inhib here from, you know, Lee. I'd say Lee's even fucking gold or high. Like, this dude is not, you know, he's not messing about here. You can see he's doing everything mechanically right. Like, he might even be duo. Let's have a look. Okay, no, but they have got a bunch of duos too. It makes it a lot harder, regardless. So, just due to the fact they're communicating well. So, oh, misclicks everywhere. Big damage from Jin. We can get an Elder play here. Like, this could be game. If we Elder, we could turn it. Let's just see what happens here. Probably nothing. They're just all in too deep. We gotta go defend, unfortunately. No, not gonna happen. They're just gonna end here. I tried to flash away, but it's too late. I'm already caught in the ult. So yeah, unfortunate, guys. But hopefully you've enjoyed the games anyway. Hopefully you're getting a little bit of insight into, you know, how to play them and what to do, what to focus on. Regardless, you will have to, obviously, if you're starting in this low of an elo, you will have to just play multiple games and obviously end up with the better team. Now, you don't need a whole entire team. Oh, we're only winning due to team. You only need one or two decent players. The only player who was decent on our team, I felt, was the Lux. That's it. And that's not saying much either, because obviously Lux did not have a lot of you know, potential there either. Like, she wasn't great, but I'm just saying out of everyone, she was the best that I could see. Everyone else, no hope, useless, and you know, we'll see how we go here in a minute. With a possible duo, we'll probably record that as well. And yeah, we'll see what we can come up with here, and I'll try to play a little bit more aggressive. Might be able to play jungle. You can see the damage stats wise, team diff, you know, all around. So you can just look at the gold, look at the KDs. You know, not a lot else to be said. But anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed. I will catch you in the next episode of our climbing series. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed for the moment. And I'm sure we'll get out of iron in no time. But at the moment, we've only just finished our promos, so we'll start playing a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more, you know, properly, because at the same time I'm trying to focus on showing you what to do, but also the fact you don't need to sweat, you don't need to play a one trick, and, you know, you don't need to be doing all of this sort of over the top, you know, nonsense. You could be a casual player who does, you know, keep in touch with League, keeps up to date with the new patches, but, you know, you only get to sort of play it a few hours in the afternoon. You can still climb. It is very easy. It is very possible, even though we've had a couple of losses here. Don't worry, these are, you know, minimum setbacks, and you know, we'll pick up on a nice win streak in a little bit. I'm, you know, sure of it, and yeah, we'll see what we can do. But anyway, I'll catch you in the next one.